Matilda, the reader of books, video 7, because my battery was about to die. Okay, so as I told you, there is a bee stinging a hand, but I might, no, there is a girl, the girl is poisonous, and she may sting me into saying. Forget the context a little bit. This is another technique I want you to use, right? You get the word out of the context and put it in another situation. How is it possible that somebody stings you into doing something? Let me give you an example. She stung me into leaving the room. How is it possible? Pause the video and try one or two theories. Answer. My answer maybe will be another question. She annoyed me into breaking her arm. Right? It's she led me to break her arm because she annoyed me so much. Okay? Because she was stinging me, or she stung me, I said. Okay? So you have this verb into doing something that is like provoke. Okay? So the little girl might sting me into saying, because she stung me, figuratively speaking. I don't know, she said annoying things, she didn't behave in class, you know, she caused pain. Because she stung me, I said the following things. Okay? Glacial has to do with ice, right? You know that. Beauty and let me see if I have any other words here. Okay, so question before I reread this paragraph. What does the girl have to do with an iceberg, and why is it a good comparison? Okay, so let's reread and I will answer that question for you. A particularly poisonous little girl might sting me into saying, Fiona has the same glacial beauty as an iceberg. She is as beautiful as an iceberg, you know? That kind of very cold beauty. But, differently from the iceberg, because what is the iceberg? You see the iceberg here. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. The whole iceberg is down here under the surface of the water. This is the ocean, the surface of the water, the tip of the iceberg, and the rest of the iceberg is right here. Okay? Fiona is different from an iceberg because you see the tip and you say, wow, she must have more things below, right? Unlike the iceberg, she has absolutely nothing below the surface. There's just the surface, you know, just the face, and that's it. If you try to enter her mind, there's nothing there, just the surface. So she has absolutely nothing below the surface. I think I might enjoy writing end-of-term reports for stinkers. Remember, when something stinks, it smells very bad, alright? So I don't know, this mask stinks. Okay, but stink can be figuratively. Oh, I read that book, and that book, you know, stinks. So it's a very bad book, okay? And then a stinker is a person that stinks, alright? So I think I might enjoy writing end-of-term reports for the stinkers in my class. But enough of that. We have to go on, okay? Keep in mind that until now, he didn't tell us anything. Okay? And it's important for you to realize that sometimes the narrator doesn't just narrate, you know? No, sometimes the narrator gives you his opinion. Sometimes the narrator talks about life in general, you know? If you have ever read, for example, Memórias Póstumas de Brás Cubas or Dom Casmurro, alright? You see that the narrator is all the time talking to you. He's telling his story, but he stops a lot and says, you know, I think life's like that because of this and that and that and that and that, okay? So remember, what did the narrator say so far? Nothing about the story. We don't know who the story is about. We don't know where the story is going to take place. We don't know if there is going to be a problem. It's just his opinion, right? Oh, I'm thinking about school and about the way people go to school and about the teachers and about the problems they have. And after all of that, he says, but enough of that. We have to go on, okay? And then, let's hope, he will go into the story. Occasionally, we come across parents who take the opposite line, who show no interest at all in their children. And these, of course, are far worse than the doting ones. Stop the video and look up for the word doting parents if you don't remember it. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood were two such parents. They had a son called Michael and a daughter called Matilda. And the parents looked upon Matilda in particular as nothing more than a scab. Okay. Come across is to find by chance. You are walking at the shopping mall and then you come across your friend. You didn't call your friend to meet you there at the shopping mall. You just came across him. Say, oh, Clovis, are you here? And then Clovis is going to look at me and say, no, I'm not. This is like an hologram, right? So this is come across. Far worse is very worse, okay? Parents that don't pay attention to their good kids and don't recognize they are good, don't acknowledge how good they are worse than the doting parents, right? And they think Matilda is a scab. What is a scab? I think I put a picture there. I don't know if I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Imagine you hurt your, I don't know, your elbow, okay? So you fell, and then you hurt it pretty badly, you know, so badly that you could see a piece of the bone here, alright? With time it will start to heal. Oh, it's important that you keep it clean, alright? So otherwise it will get infected, and then you are going to lose your arm, my friend. But let's imagine it's a healthy healing, alright? It's going to start healing here, and then there will be like a kind of skin over it to protect the other skin under it that is going to be your new skin, right? This is what we call scab, right? A lot of people, a lot of children love to take out the scab before the skin under it is ready, and then there will be another scab, and then they will take it again, okay? Up to a moment they will either have their elbow healed or they'll get, I don't know, cancer or something, alright? Okay, one more time, and let's see. Occasionally, one here is someone, okay? Occasionally people. Occasionally one comes across parents who take the opposite line, who show no interest at all in their children. And these, of course, are far worse than the doting parents, the doting ones. Finally, guys, we go to the story. There are people now, okay? Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood were two such parents, were two parents like this. They had a son called Michael and a daughter called Matilda. And the parents looked upon Matilda in particular as nothing more than a scab. Matilda is a scab, okay? You hurt yourself and there is this scab there. That's Matilda.